Hello friends, welcome back to Yoga with Paige. Today I have a nice, quick, and gentle morning practice to share with you. This is perfect for all levels. Anyone and everyone can come and just easily transition into this brand new day. We don't need any props, but if you would like to have a block handy for Malasana, yogi squat, to help you if you're a little stiff this morning, you can grab that as well as your mat, and we can get started. And we start today sitting in easy seat, Sukhasana, crossed at the ankles, rooting down through the sit bones, but lifting up through the crown of the head, finding this nice length in the spine early in the morning. Maybe closing the eyes, hands can come to the knees. We just start to focus on our breath, taking our awareness to the abdomen where we can feel the belly expanding and contracting in relation to the inhalations and exhalations. Breathing deeply through the nose, welcoming this new day. One more breath. And then starting a few rounds of seated CatCow. Inhale to lift the chest up to the sky. And exhale to round through the back, bringing the navel into the spine, tucking the chin, moving with the breath. Just mobilizing through the spine, waking up, sending fresh oxygen to the brain. One more round here. Then we find our neutral spine, rooting down through the sit bones. Inhale, reach the arms up high. Exhale, finding a twist. The left hand comes to right knee, right arm comes behind. Gentle breaths here. Exhale through center. Inhale, arms up. Reach for the sky. Exhale, twist to the left. Beautiful, nice and gentle. Exhale, back through center. Uncrossing the feet, coming onto the knees, getting back to the middle of the mat. Widening the knees as wide as the mat, big toes together for wide child's pose. Reaching the arms out. Exhale, melt the heart down. Opening through the hips. Releasing any tension. Finding length in the spine, walking the fingertips out, feeling the space, the skin over the rib cage. Then inhale, lift the head, taking the left hand, threading it underneath the right arm, coming to lie on that left shoulder or ear. Reaching the fingertips as far as we can, deepening this stretch. Opening up through the shoulder. Beautiful. Exhale to press up and gently release, switching sides. Finding areas of tension and just consciously releasing. Breathing nice and deep. Exhale to press back up, release. Take the knees in together. And we're coming into Dolphin. So we can come down onto the forearms. And if Dolphin is not in your practice or we don't feel it's accessible today, we can stay in downward facing dog as well. So lifting up onto the balls of the feet, walking them closer. We want the elbows underneath the shoulders. Heels sending down just like in downward facing dog. And then we press away from the mat, trying to send the head down, finding as much space as we can, really using the hands to press through the mat, opening up the upper back, the calves, and the shoulders. Maybe we play around a little bit here. We pulse one leg and then the other. This is a prep for pincha. If we're in our pincha practice, maybe we even play with hopping a foot up. Beautiful. One more breath. Wherever we're at. Exhale, release the knees down, come up onto the hands, finding our tabletop position. Grounding through the fingers. Extending the right leg behind, reaching that heel back, really opening up through the calf. Beautiful. Then grounding through this left hand, raising the leg behind nice and straight, squeezing through the glute, then bending the knee, reaching that right arm behind, trying to grab the ankle, quadricep stretch. We can make this a little balancing act too if we want to open up to the side, try to stack the hips as we pull the ankle into the hips. Exhale, release, coming back to tabletop and extending the left ball of the foot on the mat, reaching that heel back. Nice. Enjoying these little stretches, these simple sensations. Beautiful. Then raising that leg, squeezing the glute. And bending the knee, getting our quadricep stretch, whichever variation suits your practice today. Deep breath. Open up, create a little bit more space. And then exhale, release. Tucking the toes, pressing the hands back, coming up onto the feet, and opening the hips for Malasana. Our goal is to get the heels down on the mat, but if they're not there, don't worry about it. We want the hips open, the chest lifted. Toes are pointing out, just like the knees, sending the pelvis down into the mat, rising up through the upper body. Just taking a few deep breaths, using the elbows to gently open the knees a little bit more. Maybe we reach the right fingertips down, left arm comes up, side body stretch. You can always take a bind here as well. Opening the shoulders, maybe playing with some different movements today. Beautiful. Still keeping those hips open. And this might be a little more difficult if this is our first movement of the day. We're a little bit more tight. One more breath. And release, coming onto the sit bones, sending the soles of the feet together, bound angle pose. Reaching for the big toes with peace fingers, pulling the chest up nice and tall. Maybe butterflying the legs. There we go, move that energy around. Get started for the day. Pull the chest in a little bit closer to the feet, still having a nice flat back, opening up through the groins, releasing emotional energy in those hips. Big deep breath. and we can release. I hope you enjoyed this quick little practice this morning. You can take one final breath together. Inhale, reaching the arms above the head, and exhale, hands come to heart center. Thank you for taking your morning, carving out some time for yourself, and practicing with me. I will see you next time on the mat. Namaste, friend.